And
Hello.
we've been joined by Coach Tom Mason from SMU. The Mustangs are 0-8 overall, 0-4 in the American Athletic Conference. SMU was in action this past Saturday against Tulsa. Tulsa won the game 38-28. Up next for SMU is back at home on Saturday against USF. A game we played at Gerald J. Ford Stadium, 8 p.m. Eastern Time on CBS Sports Network. Coach, thank you for joining us on the call. If you would take a minute to tie up the game at Tulsa, and then tell us what you expect to see from your team when you're back at home against USF on Saturday, please.
I thought the kids played hard up in Tulsa. I mean, Matt Davis came in and gave us a spark, did good things both rushing the ball and throwing the ball. And, I think we're continuing to grow as a football team. Defensively, we didn't play anywhere near the way we should have, but, I was proud of the way our offense keeps fighting, and it seems like they're getting better every week. And, we've got to get our defense straightened out. And, once we do that, I think we can be a decent football team. So we just got to keep fighting and see what happens as this thing starts to finish up here. Watching USF, I mean, they're a power football team and downhill run team, and they're going to give us a big challenge. They're a big physical, athletic football team that can run the football. So it's going to be an interesting deal here Saturday night.
Take questions for Coach Mason, please. *1 on your telephone to join the queue, and then the operator will introduce you.
Thank you, and we'll go to Dan Tortora from Dan Tortora Broadcast Media.
How you doing today, Coach?
Good. How you doing?
Doing well, thanks for asking. Obviously, you take a loss, but you scored more points on offense than you have in any other game this season with 28 in this last game. Just what you saw, I know you talked about Davis a little bit, what you were able to take away from maybe some offensive positives you had.
Well, Matt created a lot of things, and, I've always said as a defensive guy that the dual-threat quarterback causes you all sorts of problems because he can extend plays with his feet, and I thought Matt did a good job of that in that game, and I thought he threw the ball well. And first half, I thought Casey Lemche, coming back off of suspension, carried the ball and ran pretty well in there, so I think that was some real positive things that we had going in a season where there's not a lot of positives. So I'm kind of happy with the way Matt's progressed, and he's starting to take ownership of this offense, and once that happens, I think things can continue to get better. I mean, that offensive line was young, and they continue to get better, and things are working in a positive way in that part of it.
And then as far as on the other side, you allowed the least amount of points, albeit 38 points. Are there any positives that you could see about defensively as well? Even though you allow almost 40 points, is there something that's growing there that you can be happy with right now?
Well, yeah, I thought our linebackers played well. The 4 linebackers we had in the game, I thought they played well, and Hayden Greenbauer, but we didn't get, we didn't get enough pressure. We had 2 sacks in that game, and so we didn't pressure the ball enough, and we gave up too many big plays in that game. We gave up 6 big plays for over 200 yards, and a lot of that's in the secondary with just one-on-one coverage. They're throwing fade routes, and we can't do that. And so, I don't see a lot of positive there except, maybe the play of the linebackers.
Thanks, Coach. I appreciate it.
Okay.
Do you have other questions for Coach Mason, please? *1 on your telephone, if so. Wait a minute here, if you would. Well, then, Coach, we will thank you for your time this week.
Okay.
We look forward to talking to you again next Monday.
Yep, thank you.